and that is the lowest chakra in our subtle system. So I think before we continue with that, we will start the session with raising our Kundalini, and we will take a bandhan. So if we can all do that together. We'll do slowly as we did before. We take our left hand in front of the spine, and then we lift our right hand around the left hand. We take it all up above the head. We tie it up there with one knot. We do it again. Then we tie it up twice, second time. And third time, tie it 3 times up, like that. We take our hands down, and then we do the bandhan part, where we take from our left hand and we raise the over the body and back again. We're spreading the Kundalini around the aura. Seven times. Very quiet here. I can't hear any of you speaking. It's all right. So basically in our subtle system, we have chakras. We call them chakras. They are like wheels within the body, and they rotate when they are active in us. And the chakra is like a center, or it reflects also in the body to the plexuses in the body. So it has different qualities on different levels, chakras. So we have like 7 main chakras, and they go from the bottom of the spine. We have the first one is the Mooladhara, and second one we call it Svadhisthana, Nabi. We have heart chakra, Vishuddhi chakra, which is on the throat. We call this as Agya chakra here. And on the top we have our Sahasrara chakra, which is the 7th chakra. So in these coming weeks, we're going to go through all of these chakras and explain a little bit about them. And then we're also going to meditate on these chakras. So that's how it is. We do have a little bit of a video just to show you the subtle system and how the Kundalini goes through the chakras. It's coming up here. So basically here, I'm going to explain what's going on. You see the subtle body inside of us, like these little centers with the colors. And at the bottom, you see that first chakra we call as Mooladhara chakra goes, and the Kundalini goes through from 2nd chakra to the 3rd chakra we call as Nabi. Then it continues up to the heart chakra and goes on to the Vishuddhi, we call this chakra at the throat level, before it then enters into what we call as Agya chakra. It comes here. And then when you pass through the Agya chakra, we go into what we call as Sahasrara. And this is where we enter into also the meditation. And it passes through the Agya. So you saw those. There was we have 7 main chakras, but there are also a few chakras above the head. And there's also a few chakras going on. We have all the 7 chakras going on the left side of the body. And we also have chakras on the right side of the body. And we work on these chakras to balance them so that we can easier get into meditation and in the balance in the body. So that's important. So the chakras, when we have some sort of imbalance or even strength, it goes to the core of our being is actually the chakra system. So we work on our chakras to get balanced. And it's not talking about chakras. We also have different qualities in the different chakras. So starting from the Mooladhara chakra, then we have different petals on the chakras. They are like flowers, and they go through the body like a cylinder that they go through. And when the Kundalini goes up above, actually she sits above the Mooladhara chakra. When she hits the chakra, it actually starts to rotate, and all the qualities of that chakra activates and become alive within us. This is the beauty of the whole thing with the Kundalini. She activates it, and it starts rotating, the qualities becomes active. And when it comes to the Mooladhara chakra, it's very important chakra in the body because it's the support of the whole of the subtle system. And it's got like 4 petals, 4 petals on the chakra. And the main qualities of the Mooladhara chakra is like the innocence that we have within us from childhood. The innocence and the wisdom are very 2 important qualities that gets enlightened when we meditate on the Mooladhara chakra. It's also called as the root chakra in some traditions. So it's the root chakra, and we call it as the Mooladhara. Mula meaning the root. It's got, I'm going to later do a meditation on this chakra specifically, where we meditate on the 4 different petals. I think if you have got a strong Mooladhara chakra, it will be also reflected a little bit in all the other chakras. It's the base of everything. So that's what it's doing. With every chakra, we also have a mantra, which we haven't introduced yet, but it will come with the different chakras. There are different of the qualities, we call them as deities on the Mooladhara chakra, which we call as Sri Ganesha. And he's like the elephant. To talk about the chakras without mentioning the deities, as we call them. It's like godly qualities we have in the chakras. And in the Mooladhara chakra, we have a deity called as Sri Ganesha, which those of you who are a little bit familiar with the Indian Hinduism, that you would definitely know about Sri Ganesha. And he's like the manifestation of wisdom within us. So we will talk more about him also a bit later. Just wanted to mention that. And when we do mantras, we will also use his name in the mantra to reinforce the quality of the Mooladhara chakra. So that's very, very nice. I think now we'll move on. I think we have a small speech with Sri Mataji. She will be explaining a little bit about this chakra before we then go on to the meditation part.
There's so many things we have to see, that whatever has been revealed to you, you can verify it. For example, I had said long time back that Mooladhara chakra is made out of carbonate. And if you see it from left to the right, right to the left side, you see nothing but a swastika. So now you see from left to the right. Then you see Omkara. And once you see from down below upward, you see the Alpha and Omega. Now see, Christ has said that I am the alpha and the omega. So this swastika becomes Omkara, also becomes Christ. You can see it very clearly. Now we have got a beautiful picture of that. We have a tape, and I wanted to see you all that, but I don't know how we can manage here. But I wish you all could see it. It's so clear-cut. So alpha and omega, also these mathematical things have come to us from inside, from the divine. This is not we have created. This was found out by some mathematicians who were realized souls, and they used this alpha and omega. It's surprising how it shows so clearly that swastika becoming Omkar and Omkar then becoming alpha and omega. So everything in Sahaja is tangible and can be verified. Mooladhara Chakra is very, very complicated. It's one of the most complicated chakras, I think, because it has many waves. It has many compartments, we can say, which all the time are vibrating and oscillating. So to steady down these, you should try to be absolutely dedicated to Sri Ganesha. Sri Ganesha, as I have told you, was incarnated as Jesus Christ. And Jesus was also a very innocent person. If he was not innocent, he would not have been crucified. But he was not a cunning fellow to see the cunning of others. His own disciple deceived him, and still he knew who it was. He never said who it was. If you see, his life is full of innocent beauty. He is such a simple-hearted personality, such a good personality, and wherever he saw anything wrong done, he used to go all out to fight it. Same with Sri Ganesha. Sri Ganesha's blessings are very important for all the people who are specially prone to some sort of a hurdle or sankat, as they call it. He's called as sankat vimochan, the one who takes you out of all the hurdles of life. So many of you have experienced how he has helped you in different troubles and hurdles and also different type of very, very difficult times. It is his style that he manages things so well because he is a Ganapati. Ganapati means the one who is the Lord of the Ganas. As I have told you, Ganas exist within us very nicely settled down as these bodies, small bodies, who report. If there's any problem, they report to the brain that there's a problem. And on the sternum bone is the residence, or we can say is the throne of the goddess Durga. So whenever there is any problem, we are found into some trouble, sternum bones start vibrating. And these bodies, which are ganas, get the information. Antibodies, they are called in the medical terminology. Then these ganas attack. They can target also. They know how to target the trouble and attack it. One may think that only the people who are suffering medically are helped by ganas. Is not true. Also the people who are mentally upset, who are mentally suffering, are also helped by the ganas. These ganas are so good at targeting their problems that sometimes one is surprised how things have worked out. Also, He is the Mother Earth's powers he has got is that he is magnetic. He attracts people towards himself. People take to him very easily, as we take to children very easily. So that is magnetic power that he has got within himself. Now you will be surprised, this magnet exists also in the birds, also in many animals, but especially in the birds. That's how they can follow direction where they have to go. They are flying from, say, Siberia all the way, flying to Australia. How do they fly? And again they come back to the same. It also is in the fishes. Fishes also are found, say, in the waters which are coming from some hills. So they come to the plains for some time, and again God knows how they go back to their own place. So to going back to the own place is only possible if there's a way of knowing the direction. But they know the direction. They have a sense of direction. Also, they are bound by their own qualities. For example, a snake will be a snake, dog will be a dog, and a lion will be a lion. But human beings have perhaps all the animals within them. So they could be anything, you can't say, and they are too cunning to admit that they can be anything. And once they become anything like that, you are amazed how these people can be of such a low level when they are human beings. But it is so, because Ganesha has not been respected in their lives. So they can go to any level, any place.
So that was Srimataji explaining a little bit about the quality that becomes living within us when we awaken the power of this Mooladhara chakra. Mooladhara chakra, no, I don't have the chart here. Lebing, do you have a chart? We can just show it again, where it's suited, where it's situated. At the bottom there. If you look at this subtle system here, and at it's actually, Mooladhara chakra is actually situated just below the Kundalini, and it's the power of the Mooladhara chakra that allows the Kundalini to raise. It's kind of the guardian of the Kundalini, looking after it and allows it. When the time is ready, it will go up. And the function then of the Kundalini going up, it then awakens all the qualities in all the chakras in our subtle system. And that's why how we can communicate with our inner being through this chakra system by addressing, like Sri Maharaji explaining about this Sri Ganesha power within us. So this is a living power that we all have within us, which is the beauty of this chakra. It's the earth element that combines with the Mooladhara chakra. So sitting on Mother Earth is a very good way of cleansing it, as well as doing this, continuing the foot soaks. It's also a very good thing to. The foot soaks will actually clear very well the lowest three chakras very well with the foot soaks. But sitting on Mother Earth is a very good idea for clearing this chakra. So, you have any questions at this point? Anybody? Oh, it's good. Now, it was mentioned about 4 petals of the Mooladhara chakra, which the most important qualities, I would say, is the innocence and the wisdom, and there are other powers as well, as dharma. We have a very strong sense of dharma being living in a very righteous way according to our environment and our fellow human beings and ourselves. So this is also a quality which will be strengthened when we strengthen this chakra. You can never destroy anything like the Mooladhara. On the physical level, it has to do with the excretion and the reproduction and the organs in that area. So It has a direct link to that. And on our hands, it's actually on this part. You will feel, if you have any problem with your Mooladhara, you will feel maybe some sensation here. Could be some pins and needles. But this is the center of the hand of the Mooladhara chakra. And also you have the heels on our feet, because all the chakras are also represented on the feet. And you have Mooladhara. It also go on the back of the head. We call it as Mahaganesha when we do at the back of the head here. So it's in our body reflected. And I wanted to take you now through a beautiful meditation. And then after that, I wanted to show you also what Shrimadaji talks about, this Alpha Omega. We'll do that afterwards. I'll show you a beautiful representation of that. But before that, I wanted to show you, we'll go through this guided meditation, which will reflect on the 4 petals of our Mooladhara chakra. So just join and enjoy this few next minutes.
Now let us put our attention on our Mooladhara and go deep inside to see our 4 petals. Let's all put our attention on the first petal towards the Mother Earth and pray to Shri Ganesha. O Shri Ganesha, you are Shri Abodhita Pradayaka, the giver of innocence. Please bless me with harmony. Please give me the balance within me. Please give me the sensibility of innocence. And let me perceive the joy of the whole creation. Let us raise our attention on the Sahasrara and feel these qualities on our Sahasrara. Let us put our attention on the second petal towards the left and pray to Shri Ganesha. O Shri Ganesha, you are Shri Vigna Vinashak, the destroyer of all the evil. Please give me the victory over all the temptations and seductions. Please give me the victory over all the evil residing within me. Please give me the victory over all the spirits that are possessing others. Shri Ganesha, please give me the awareness of my majesty and divinity. Let us now raise our attention on the Sahasrara and feel these qualities inside us. Now let us put our attention on the third petal facing towards the right and pray to Shri Ganesha. O Shri Ganesha, you are Shri Buddhi Priya, the most intelligent. Please give me the humility towards the God Almighty. Please give me the wisdom and bless me with the pure knowledge. Shri Ganesha, please give me the complete awareness and complete knowledge of the Divine. Let us now raise our attention on the Sahasrara and feel these qualities within us. Now let us put our attention on the fourth petal facing upward. O Shri Ganesha, you are Shri Dhira, the most courageous. Please destroy my fear. Please give me the awareness of collective consciousness, Samuhik Chetana. Please give me the power of Dharma. Shri Ganesha, please let me be an incarnation of Dharma and let me feel the nectar of existence of life inside me. Now let us all raise our attention on the Anahata and feel the pure innocence in the heart. Shri Mataji, please make me innocent as a child. Let me be joyful and completely relaxed. Let me absorb your nectar of divine vibrations.
Just try and keep our attention on the Sahasrara, on the top of the head. Slowly, slowly, we can open our eyes again. Coming back. It's very beautiful, Sahaja Yoga, because you can just, when your Kundalini is activated, the prayers become very, very powerful. And whatever you ask, whatever you pray for, it has an immediate effect. Again, it's the innocence and it's the wisdom of this chakra that gets activated when we meditate upon the Mooladhara chakra. I really wanted to show you something because there's a symbol related to the Mooladhara chakra, as we call it, a swastika. It's got like 4 valencies, and it's reflected also in what we call as a carbon atom. And I have a very small animation here. Wanted to show to you how it is connected to this Mooladhara chakra, because this is the symbol of Mooladhara. So here you see the carbon atom. And then Shimadaji talked about this, how beautiful it comes together. And if you make a 3-dimensional copy of this swastik, you will get all these symbols. They're all in the same model, you could say, here in there. So if you continue playing, you will see when you turn it in different angles. First you will see the Omkara. Some of you might have heard about it before. You have the swastik. And then Shimadaji was explaining about the Alpha and the Omega. So all these symbols are in that. It's made like a 3D model of that. Very interesting. You see here, Alpha, Omega, and you turn it. Alpha, Omega is like Christ said that I'm the beginning and I'm the end, and the Alpha is the beginning and the Omega is the end. And at the beginning of the creation, it was like Sri Ganesha's quality, and Sri Ganesha was manifesting. And he actually came back later in the evolution at this chakra called as Agya chakra, as Christ. So they are very directly connected with each other. That's just a small thing there. So that's what I wanted to show you. Are we going here for time? Yeah. It's nice how all the time between the prayers, we try and keep the attention all the time on the Sahasrara here. All the time. So we all the time in between the prayers, we went with the attention on here. Trying all the time to be a little bit above the thoughts, our mind. So I don't know if Elena or you want to add something about the Mooladhara chakra that I have forgotten or I haven't said about. Or if anybody has any questions about what we have just seen and experienced.
To add maybe is that, or I'll try to turn on the video. Just that, of course, it's also reflected in our life. So when this chakra becomes purer and purer, and then the qualities become more manifested of innocence and wisdom and all those beautiful qualities, and that's also reflected in how we behave, well, how we feel, I would even say what we are aware of inside, and then how we behave to people around us, towards ourselves really, and to the world, to the society, how our mind even gets purified through that. But that all comes through the experience. Just felt like I wanted to add that.
Thank you, Elena.